Hey there, how's it going today? If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Malcolm, and if you're returning, thanks for stopping back by. Today we're going to be installing a new SSD M.2 2280 hard drive into my video editing laptop here, and we're going to do it in real time so you see how quick and easy this actually is. I currently have 2 terabytes of hard drive space in my laptop, and I'm looking for a third now, and I'm starting to get kind of bottlenecked in the video process of this with having my main SSD drive running the operating system as well as the video editing. So I want to add this drive in totally separately just for the video editing, and all the files and video output will be done on this drive. This laptop is expandable to 4 terabytes of memory. I currently have 2 in it. A 1 terabyte SATA 2.5-inch spin disk, which isn't SSD yet, but hopefully someday. And then I've got an M.2 2280 1 terabyte drive already in there that the operating system's on. It can be expanded to 2 M.2 2280 hard drive disks, as well as an M.2 2242 disk. Now those are a little bit more expensive right now. The second M.2 2280 disk in and go with that today. And that'll give me a dedicated hard drive just for video editing. So if you're in a similar position, this is a very big benefit. It allows the video to operate much smoother, quicker file access, especially when running a video editing software suite like DaVinci Resolve, that you want to have the best performance you can so it's easy and smooth, fluid playback. So real quick, this is an Alienware 17-inch R5 model. It's about a 2018 model year. So we're going to go ahead and shut this down right now because it's currently booted up and running. So we'll show you that real quick. All right, so you can see here it is currently on. We're going to go ahead and shut this laptop down. Down here, we're going to turn it off, shut it down. There's no updates that need to be performed, so that's going to bottleneck us later. I already make sure that was all done. And when the lights go out here, it'll be ready to disassemble. All right, fans are off, the laptop's off. We're going to quickly unplug this thing and see if we can get it apart real quick. So first thing is pull this dongle out, my memory stick reader. Go ahead and pull this chip from my wireless keyboard out. Over here on this side, I've got a USB hub for all my hard drives. And back here you can see I've got a stack of hard drives as well as other portable external hard drives. Got lots of hard drives. I think I've got about 18 terabytes of total external memory right now. I do like to have more inside the computer to work off of, and right now with the files I like to keep on here all the time and everything else, it's getting a little bottleneck. So the HDMI cable back here and the power cable. So laptop's off. It's sitting there, a little dusty. Dust off of it. Hasn't been cleaned the fans the other day on it, but I haven't done a whole lot of maintenance to this thing. It's been just sitting here working. First things first on this thing, there's no battery to remove on this Alienware. This is again an Alienware 17R5. We're going to go ahead and just jump right into disassembly. Get this done real quick. So on the back here there's 6 screws on the sides and one in the center that stays in the back panel. I'm missing one of the side screws, but we're going to go ahead and pop these out real quick. One. 2, 3 screws, 4 screws. There's a 5th screw there I'm missing. 6. And again, the 7th screw right here is a little short screw. It kind of stays in this housing right here, so you don't have to worry about it falling out. And then that's going to be free and clear. So now the only thing left holding it on are the clips. So to pop this back panel off, I just pry with my hands underneath here. It just unclips. Mine's been apart several times, so it's pretty easy, but it still holds pretty tight. There you go, pop straight up and out. I'm going to flip this over. I already cleaned the dust off of here the other day. That over there. So inside here, this is the SATA 2.5-inch standard drive. I have a 1 terabyte drive right here. These are your RAM modules in this laptop. I have 16 gigabytes installed. Hoping to upgrade that to 32, which is the max the board's capable of. This is SSD 2, it says right here. This is the SanDisk Ultra I put in when I bought this laptop. This is a 1 terabyte stick. This is your M.2 2242 drive right here on SSD 1. And this is SSD-3, which is where we're going to be installing this other drive today. So there's a little screw right here we got to take out. And that's a small little guy. It's kind of hard to handle, but you can see him right there. Hopefully that's in focus for you. I'm going to set him over here. Next, we're going to go ahead and open up our hard drive. This is really simple process, guys. It's not a big deal. You notice I'm not using a ground strap or anything like that. Never really had a problem doing this. So this is an Intel 1TB 670p series, and this guy's going to clip in right here. If I can see in there, okay, and drop in. It kind of just pokes itself up. This is where you're going to use that screw to lock it in. Now I just very carefully hold the screw and the screwdriver like so, push it down, and it just barely sets in there, guys. There's not a lot of force involved with this. We're going to screw that down just snug. You see right there, it's installed. Okay, hard drive's in. Rid of the box out of here, out of our way. Front cover's going back on. I'm sorry, the back cover's going back on now. Set this back on here. And it kind of just sits on here. It kind of clips in as you screw it in. You just kind of give it a good push around the edges and it snaps it all in. Again, this one here, you're going to want to thread it in to snap it in. Don't try to force this one in. Let the thread of the screw pull it down and nice and center. All right, that's all set right there. Now we're going to put my 5 or maybe your 6 screws back in. So this is as simple as it is on this laptop. Other laptops may be a little bit more cumbersome for it, but ultimately this is a pretty simple process. Most newer laptops are expandable memory like that, where you can change your hard drives out or put a bigger hard drive in. In this case, this is just an additional hard drive, so it's not swapping operating systems or anything like that. If you wanted to upgrade your only hard drive to a newer, larger SSD, say, then you would need to require a standalone. They make a little device that copies them over, and you would do it before you install the hard drive. So you'd plug in the new hard drive to it, and that would allow it to copy the current files off your hard drive you have existing exactly onto that, so the computer will boot with the operating system. Now in this case, this is just going to be an additional drive for me to work off of, and you don't have to do any of that. We're just going to drop the hard drive in and it should be good to go. All right, so laptop's back together. I'm going to go ahead and plug it back in over here. We have, get my little camera here so you can see everything. We have a power cord to plug back in back here. My HDMI to my wall TV. I have a 65-inch Sony I edit off of, which is right here. My video monitor for my camera. That's my A7 III. I got an A7R2 up there for the top-down shot, and a little ZV-1 here, pocket camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug everything back into it like it was. My USB keyboard plug back in. Got my USB-C dongle here, which is my UHS 2 card reader for my cameras. All right, open this back up. We're gonna turn it back on. We're gonna boot it up. I have a system password. There it is, enter password. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and go down here to, go right here. You're gonna go into your storage or your system settings, click on storage, manage storage spaces, manage storage space right there. You're gonna click on create a new pool and storage space. Yes, when I touched it, it says unformatted drives. We're gonna create the pool. Okay, so this is designating the letter, the file system type, NTFS, storage space. We're gonna name it video work, video editing. Let's do that. We'll name it video editing. Resilience type, two-way mirror. Any two-way mirror storage device provides 2 copies of your data, helping to protect you from a single drive failure. Or no, we don't want that. Simple, no resilience. Simple storage space writes 1 copy of data and doesn't protect it from drive failures. A simple storage space requires at least 1 drive. Okay. Total pool capacity is 953. Available is 952. Size maximum 951, including resilience 951. Okay. Alright, that's what we want there. Be larger than the amount of available capacity in the storage pool. When you low on the capacity of the pool, you can add more drives. Okay, so create storage space. Formatting the storage. There it is. We now have our C, which is our 1 terabyte editing or 1 terabyte operating system, which has all my current video projects on, and I always have to constantly move it. I'm always constantly having to move that storage space off of there to free up capacity. So now we've got my data, which is just personal projects, and now we have our video editing, which is going to be 950 gigabytes available space, and that's where we're at. That's putting a new hard drive in your Alienware 17R5. And if you have any other laptops you want to do that with, any Windows-based systems, that's what it's going to take to do it. Just look for the teardown instruction video for your particular laptop. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks for watching. You have a good one.